Dr. Gwee, the time is yours.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Thanks, Alia, for the brief introduction of myself. So it's my great honors, and then it's my pleasure to be invited for this conference. Once again, thank you for inviting me, and good morning to everybody, especially the organizer from AIBPM, the guest of honor, the professors, researchers, and the students. So good morning, everyone. So there is my short presentation about the digital talent. So I'm going to share my slides. All right. So Alia, your side okay with the slides that I'm showing right now?
Yes, I can see it clearly.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much for these arrangements. Okay. So this will be the topic that I'm going to share with all of you, reducing the digital talents gap and preparing the youth for the digitalization in this IR 4.0 era. Okay, and some outlines that I'm going to share with all of you about the overview of the digital talents gap at the moment that we are facing, not only Malaysia, but I think it is a global issue that people are facing. And then the leadership support for policies, and then the any initiative, the leadership should come in place. Also to share on the past sector leadership, whereby those leaders, they are leading in the digital talents initiative, and the strategy for digital talents. Also in a wider scope, the industry, academia collaboration, agency, industrial collaboration, and also these are conclusions, right? Okay, just some overview of the digital talents gaps at the moment. Okay, some statistics that we have shown here. So in fact, most of the organization, they agree that digital talents is important for the growth of the organizations. And almost half or even more than half organizations said that the digital talents is now widening and become an issue for most of the organizations. And all right, about the same statistics shows the digital talents gap is hampering the digital transformation, especially for the small and medium enterprises. So organizations actually, they admit that they have lost the competitive advantage due to the shortage of the digital talents at the moment. And also research have shown that half at least organizations have not taken digital talents seriously. So we are looking at some gaps, how this happens in this digital transformation or in these digital economies. So demand on digital talents actually increasing across multiple industry, including which is more pronounced in the banking, all right, and then consumer products, retails, and also the insurance industry as well. So digital talents are able to shape, whereby everybody agree, the future of the organizations. Okay, and also assist to help the organization to move towards the digitalization directions of the organizations. However, the supply of the digital talents are actually not able to fulfill the demands in the current economy. Okay, so therefore there are gaps actually exist, and whereby this gap is able to reshape the competitive landscape of the organizations. So for those who are able to bridge the talents gap, will actually enjoy a competitive edge over than others organizations who are actually not practicing the digitalizations, right? Okay, so there are some statistics shows here the talents gap in soft digital skills is actually more pronounced, okay, compared to those who are on the hard skills, right? Okay, so in here actually the skills we are looking at the soft digital skills as well as the hard digital skills. In fact, more organizations, they put more emphasis on the soft digital skills as well. So there are two top soft digital skills whereby appear here from the research, which is the customer centricity as well as the passions for learning. Okay, there are talents they equip with the hard digital skills, but then these are the area whereby emphasis need to put in as well. So from here, we can see the biggest gap actually is on the comfort with the ambiguity. all right, whereby 56% versus the 43%, whereby it's looking at the adaptability and also the agilities of the young people or the employees that they are hiring. Okay, so in fact, the soft digital skills is very important, increasing important characteristics for those who are considered as a well-rounded digital professionals. And almost 60% of employers said that their organization actually lack of soft digital skills talents compared to those in the hard digital skills. And it's actually very vital for all the levels, especially in terms of the ability to learn and also to be agile, all right, in facing the various challenges in the organization. Okay. Right, so let's look at the some outlooks of the demand for hard digital skills. In fact, it outpaces the supplies of the markets in terms of the talents. So we can look at this one, for examples like cybersecurity, cloud computing, analytics, web development actually stand the top 5 of the skills that needed by the industry right now. All right. Okay, let's look at the other research done by LinkedIn recently. Okay, the top 5 hard digital skills that appear. Okay, which is agile methodologies, web development, cloud computing, search engine optimization, and analytics, right? Okay, so this is some overview of the digital skills that are required by the markets at the moment. Okay, let's go for the marketing side. Okay, looking at the marketing talents. Okay, some studies shows that in terms of marketing talents, almost 60% demands now in the market just for the digital marketing itself. So especially during these COVIDs, right? So there are actually high spikes of the demands for the digital marketers doing online due to the very heavy online traffic and transactions, whereby during this a few months period, the online transaction easily increased almost 40% or 50%. Okay, so therefore the area of the digital marketing is also very high in demands, such as the content curations and creation, social media marketing, okay, and then marketing technologies, SEO specialization, analytics and data skills, and UX designs. So in a more recent research shows that in 2021, which is almost approaching already, the most demand digital marketing skills are actually the SEO, marketing analytics, digital media marketing, video content creation, content writing and copywriting, web designs and developments, influencer marketing, whereby become more and more popular, whereby the organization use the influencer such as KOL, key opinion leader, or even KOC, key opinion consumer, or YouTuber to actually become the ambassador or spokesperson for their products, right? Okay, so let's look at some overviews of the gaps that actually happens at the moment. Okay, so majority of the organization that actually agree that their marketing teams need to be upskilled. Okay, continues to build up the skills, whereby the skills, the new skill actually emerge from time to time in a very fast pace as well. Okay, and almost half of them actually agree that the gap is far and wide. So for this large business, almost the gap of the 25% exists, whereby almost more than 40% of the small business realize the gap actually exists in their organizations. And challenges faced by the organization, 30% of them actually feel that, okay, claim that they are not able to hire a capable digital marketers. And 22% of them actually need for specialists. So in the, for example, on the analytics, data analytics, content marketing, mobile marketing, and social media marketing. All right. So some of outlooks of the gaps in overall shows the gap between the competencies of the current employees and also the skill that needed, whereby it's important for the organizations. So still the same as analytics, okay, mobile marketing, content marketing, social media marketing, and so on. Okay, so now we have realized the issues. We have seen the gap actually is something that we need to consider. We need to fill in. So there are some ideas, some sharing, how actually we can do something to reduce the digital talents gap that happens. All right, okay. So first of all, there are certain employees, okay, they take their own initiative to actually continue to learn, go for learning and demo programs, invest their own money and times, okay, in order to be more competitive and so on. But then those group of people, in fact, they are not really many. They are actually not even half, could be 30, 40% of the employees. They take their own initiative, their own time, their own money to actually spend to enhance their skill and to develop themselves, right? Okay. Then look at the organization sides. There are some initiative by organizations. So they identify, they understand the retention and development needs of the workforce. Therefore, there are certain training programs that provided to their employees, continuous professional developments. And however, those organizations who actually put in a strong initiative to narrow the gap is also not many. In fact, it's also less than 50% of the organizations due to some certain concerns, for example, concerns on attrition and the budget. So attritions actually, many organizations, they have these feelings whereby whenever they put in money, they put in the time to train the talents, and one day the talents will just leave the organization and then join the other one. So this could be one of their concerns actually. And of course, budget is one of the things that they are looking for. So of course, in order to move forward to narrow down the gap, therefore the leadership should come in place. So there are a group of leaders whereby leading in the digital talents, they take proactive steps, they acknowledge the problems and then take steps to resolve it. And those who involved in this leadership, they have the confidence to actually bridge their digital talents gap. So they come up with the policies and practices, and we call it as a PACE settle in this context, right? Okay. So in fact, for the leadership support under the PACE settle, in overall, the percentage is also not very high. It's about 10 to 20% of the organization actually have this kind of the supports to build the digital talents. So we look at the wider scope in terms of the collaborations among the academia and also the industry. And at the higher scope as well, we are also exploring the collaboration in terms of the among the agency. So the agency could be from state governments or NGOs or state governments departments, whereby to work together with the industry as well as the academia. Okay, so look at the research supports whereby a model and a practices could be referred. Okay, so in order for policies to be implemented, the organization's leadership should come in place. Okay, so organizationals with a digital talent gap. So they have this initiative come from the top down to come up with certain policies and then the practices to actually build up their digital talents. So the support, of course, is very crucial and vital. So they involve directly into the practices. They do the planning and then the investments. Okay, put into their business objective as well as the human resource development. Okay, so in terms of acquisitions, come up with the plan to acquire the talents whereby fulfill the objective and the needs of the talents or the digital scopes. Okay, and then of course, go for the learning and developments. In fact, many of the digital talents on those in the digitalizations, they are actually more likely to gravitate towards organizations that actually offer them a better skill development program. Also, this is something the organizations need to be concerned about. And after the training, after the development program, Okay, retention is also one of the area need to be emphasized. So of course, there are a lot of options, there are a lot of opportunities outside there or in this digital economy. So the leadership from the top also need to concern about how to retain all these talents in the organization for them to move forwards. And then, okay, put into place under the past sector's initiative, and okay, flag the talent gap or actually to reduce the talent gaps. So eventually the entire model eventually to become a digital culture of the organizations. All right. Yeah, so there are some recruitment model for the past sector leadership in order to attract the talents, okay, recruit as well as to retain. Okay, build a digital talents community. So some sort of sharing, exchange, or use some digital apps and so on to build a community. We have the common understanding. Okay, and then conduct anchor hiring, whereby to hire those from the industry or the expert from the industry, and then from there is able to get more and more actually from the same industry or the same talents pools, right? Okay. All right, training and skill development, whereby something that we cannot avoid. So it could be in-house, it could be public, it could be online, okay, and then it could be a mentorship program actually arranged by the organization. Okay, supports, right? Okay, support to be given to the employees in terms of certain devices or software, okay. And also finally may look at the some of the monetary or non-monetary benefits for those has acquired the digital skills. All right. So there is evidence shows that the past sectors is actually significantly more effective in reducing the digital talents gaps. Okay. So for the digital talent strategy.
Minute.
All right, it's so fast. They have to go through very fast. Okay, thank you for the notice. Okay, so these are strategies whereby the organization to meet both the business objective and the needs of the and the preference of the digital talents. So in terms of the digital alignment, to align their directions, okay, recruitment approach, reward learning, okay, to create moral and supports and increase the productivity of the talents. And then career path, people are looking to move on, okay, at a higher level. And the empowerments to give the flexibility, to give the power for change of the organization. Okay, just a quick one on the academia industry collaboration. Okay, work together with the industry, looking at the learning outcome whereby it's able to fulfill the industrial needs, as well as the review of the curriculum to fit the industrial needs, right? Okay, and to ensure the curriculum is contemporary and timely. So this overall picture whereby happened for Malaysia. So up to almost 60% collaboration in terms of internship and students industrial training. They involve some of their dialogues or seminar and also industrial training for their lecturer as well. Okay, so in the higher scope, we cover actually the agency, industry, academia collaboration to get the supports, for example, from the governments, okay, bridging up the gap, okay, promote lifelong learning, also prepare for the apprenticeship for the young talents, project could be done, as well as some sponsorships. Okay, there is one project actually launched by Penang State with the industry, work with academia, okay, to actually train talents. Yeah, just a quick one. Thanks. Also, just an example, the collaboration from industry. Lately we have run this training program for young people for Penang on and collaborate with Alibaba Group Malaysia to actually provide this free training for the live streaming in terms of the e-commerce. Okay, so come to my conclusions. Right. Also, to inspire the youth through digital vision. So initiative and dedication from the organization, leadership, agency, and as well the involvement of everybody. And then to reduce the gap, increase the competitive advantage organization and the employability of the youth. And digital transformation to assist especially the small business enterprise in the process of digital transformation through the digital talent skills. And moving forward for the digital economy, promote gig economy among the youth as freelancing job is getting popular. So that's all from my presentation. Thank you so much.